lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South, as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District, as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite and pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. For all of your termite pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues,
test for Michael.
Flea, tick, ants, spiders,
test for Michael.
Just about anything else. Call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
The station you rely on for dependable sports information.
Who's your daddy?
This is News Talk 101.5 FM.
The following is a presentation of WNWS.com.
Friday, and that's the day when all these high school football games. Football. High school. Football. High school. Come on, bring it! Blue 58! Blue
58! Good Tuesday afternoon and welcome to Medina, Tennessee, on the campus of South Gibson High School. Boy, this place is growing. There's a new elementary school being built just off in the distance. That'll be open up in the fall of 2018. Wow, this place is really progressive here in Medina, Tennessee. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Seabass and Stephen Rich. Dan DiFilippo is producing and directing. We're getting set for a middle school championship football game, and I'll ask Dan DiFilippo. We're loud and clear back at News Talk World headquarters. Right, Dan? He's speaking Dolphin, ladies and gentlemen.
I can do that.
Speaking Dolphin. Well, so here we are. A little bit of wind. There's a cold front pushing through. There was rain this morning, View, but the field looks great here at South Gibson. The varsity was off last week, so this field hasn't seen action in a while. And Steven could tell us whether the last game played before the open date was even here. How you doing, Steve?
What's going on, brother? How you?
Boy, it's great to see you.
Man, it's good to see you, too. Now, don't play like it's great to see me, man. You know better than that. You saw me, you rolled your eyes, and you're like, man, I got to work with this guy tonight. What?
I know, but
I'm here for bats. Just so you know.
I'm an actor.
You're here for me? I'm here for Bass, just so you know. He's giving me a little fantasy football advice over here. I'm here exclusively for Bass.
For the record, Stephen and I are very good friends, and I love shopping at WD Wireless Dimensions in the Old Hickory Mall and getting those shirts and the screen printed up there as well. Stephen is a great American. It's great to have him. He's the voice of the South Gibson Hornets, and you got a big game coming up Friday night right here. Covington's in town.
Well, you know, I almost want to say it's the game of the year or game of the region or game of the game of the week for the area, but we're going to be overshadowed by Crockett County and Haywood County, and understandably so. They're 4A and they're both undefeated in their region, but there's going to be a hard-hitting football game going right here at the Hornets Nest Friday night against two teams undefeated in the region, have the same record, 6-1. Munford beat Covington week 1. And I think Munford is ranked 4th in 5A.
Right.
And they barely squeaked past Covington. Covington went back to their old school offense. Looks like a Chinese fire drill going on.
It does.
In the backfield. But I saw the Covington-Ripley game last Friday night, and Covington is really good. I can completely understand why they are undefeated. But I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a good football game played right here on this field come Friday night.
What could be for the region title?
It absolutely could. If you win this game, South Gibson or Covington, either one, if you win this game, you're guaranteed a home playoff. You're guaranteed a home playoff game because you're guaranteed the second seed in the district.
Fast to know you're watching the warm-ups here for this middle school championship game in Medina. Looks like some varsity football teams in size and in numbers. They've got a lot of kids out to play middle school football.
Danny, they have to have at least 40, 45 players on this team right now. Twice as many, unless Milan's got another bus that hasn't gotten here yet. Twice as many on the roster, twice the size. They execute pre-games the way that varsities do. And you mentioned size. Danny, before USJ decided to join the NFC South, this is the size of the teams they were playing. This looks from a far off distance like a moderate-sized high school football team. I'm stunned at the way. If you just look around us, guys, just turn your head in every direction. This has become a giant complex. You know what I mean? And it started out, what a great story they were, winning a few games early on the high school level. And a decade later, it's starting to turn into, and sometimes it takes that long. In fact, most of the times, it takes that long to develop this, to develop a feeder. And look what's happening on the varsity level, guys. They've lost one game, and I bet you that's not by accident. This is impressive to watch. The spirit has always been here, but this is far different for me as I watch this than, say, maybe 3-4 years ago.
Well, Bass, if I could comment on that, I think that's kind of a testament to the coaching, and that they've built a winning culture here. And when you put that jersey on and you suit up for practice, they've built a culture of winning. You're expected to win here, and they work really, really, really hard. There's a lot of middle school programs. They don't do anything in the summer, none whatsoever. They wait till school starts, and not here. If you're going to put that jersey on, they show up in the summertime doing workouts and drills and getting themselves in shape, and that's just being committed to winning, and they built it here. They sure have, and it's gonna relate to the varsity level.
Yeah, and one thing I like is these boys here. Where are they going to play in high school? Right there at the hill. A lot of times the middle school area, you're allowed to go across town. Your team will break up. These guys have probably played together since, I don't know what y'all call it. We called it SYS in Memphis, places like that. But they play together in middle school and all the way up through varsity. By the time they're done through 12th grade, they've been playing football together 10, 12 years.
That's right.
And, man, that makes all the difference in the world.
That's right. Absolutely right.
Well, this great game here, the championship game between Milan and Medina, being presented by our friends over at Lashley Rich. Lashley Rich, general contractor there. And I think they're building the Medina Middle School.
The elementary.
The elementary school that will be ready to go
next
fall, the fall of 2018. Lashley Rich, 3 generations, wonderful operation over at Humboldt. Just committed as a community partner in sponsoring this middle school championship game. We thank Lashley Rich very, very much. And also, We thank Donna and all the folks over at Hometown Pharmacy here in Medina. Pharmacy, drugstore, wonderful place. 609 Highway 45 bypass here in Medina. That's Hometown Pharmacy of Medina. And Precision Auto Body. Auto Body shop right here just down the road. Precision Auto Body, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday at Precision Auto Body at Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. Get that free home inspection. The free home inspection from Southeastern Termite. They check for termites, for pests. They even go in your attic to make sure you're properly insulated. 660-1052 from Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. They've saved us a lot of money on our electric bill because they checked that R factor and we were not properly insulated. They took care of that, didn't they, Bill?
Oh, they absolutely did, man. Keep a little change in your pocket, man, for a rainy day, not to mention they'll eliminate all critters that you don't want in your crib.
Get that free home inspection right now. Southeastern Termites Pest Control and Service Company. Well, you know, when you look around here and you see the growth in Medina, and you see the big fan base that has been built over the course, not quite a decade here in Medina. It's just an amazing one from the middle school that we see off to our left, sitting on top of the press box, to the high school off to our right, and the elementary school being constructed back just to our back, over our left shoulder. And you look at the continued development here in Medina. What a story Medina has become here in West Tennessee. Well, they constructed the bypass around Medina, I guess around 1990. I thought, well, that town's going to die. Because at one time, if you drove from Milan to Jackson, you took Highway 45 right through the heart of downtown Medina. You probably don't remember that, Steve.
I do not.
And it took you about 45 minutes or longer to get from Milan to Jackson. Then they constructed the bypass around Medina, and I thought, that's it for that town. Boy, I was wrong. Boy, oh boy.
Man, if you could, would you be very, very wealthy today?
Yes.
If you could predict the future.
Yes. Either that, or if I, was friendlier with the politicians back in those days. They seem to get that information allegedly. Not here, but some places.
All I need is one evening and $50 and the ability to see 2 hours into the future. Where am I headed, Reeves? Tell him.
Dog track.
The dog track.
Invest in a dog.
And $50.
Oh, dude, I'm betting the Superfecta straight in every race on every TV all night long.
I think it'd be better to invest that money into, if you could see the future, into land. The land they're going to lay a bypass around, or maybe a school, or maybe develop into a town that would, probably approaching 5,000 now.
Yes, sir.
Now, that doesn't sound nearly as exciting, though.
But the money pays better. Right?
I don't know, dude. If I get every Superfecta for 5 hours straight.
But, boy, he dreams, doesn't he? He dreams. Forget about land developments.
Hey, Dan, I just got confirmation from Michael. We're good to go, man. I know we were trying to get with Dan D, but we're good to go.
Sweet. Thank you, Steve.
Give you a confirmation, bro.
Man, I need confirmation. And we're live in Medina. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll start talking about this game. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. And it's a pleasure to be here to see all our friends at South Gibson here in Medina. Milan Middle School versus Medina Middle School for the Middle School Football Championship. We'll be back in a moment on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and watch the game at WNWS.com.
It's another score for the South Gibson Hornets in Donna Robbins' Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the Hometown Pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's Hometown Pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South, as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District, as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite and pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business for all of your termite and pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues, bedbug, flea, tick, ants, spiders, wasp, or just about anything else. Call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
They're just 5 minutes or so away from kickoff. This Medina team 7-1 coming into tonight's game. What a team they've got. Bass told you they've got about 40 or so players on the roster. It looks like from our vantage point, Stephen Rich knows this team and knows the head coach, who's one of the best in the business. Stephen, tell us about why this team has been so dominant and who runs the show.
Well, it goes down to a lot of simple things. That they do the small things right, and they work really hard. And Coach Moore's been doing it a long time. You can look at his record for the last. I've been around it for 10 years or so now, and I can count on one hand how many games he's lost. If that tells you anything. Does it well. Does a great job. And like I told Bass earlier, man, these kids work extremely hard. And practices are tough and makes the games easy a lot of times. Practice is tough, but it makes the games easy. Sure. So, and Coach Barry Bray also helps out with the program, and Barry adds a lot to it as well. So. We're about 5 minutes and 50 seconds before kickoff here, and South Gibson and Medina Middle School and Milan Middle School played earlier in the year, and it was a pretty good ball game there for a little while, and South Gibson ended up pulling away from it in the second half, but a couple turnovers, and you never know, man. I can tell you this: there's nobody. There's nothing better than beating Milan. If you're in Medina, there's nothing better than beating Milan.
It's quite a rivalry, Butte.
The bus just got here.
Okay, here comes more Milan players.
I was a little worried there for a second.
It is quite a rivalry. It's on the high school field.
Well, and
South Gibson, they beat Milan once?
Yes, one time.
Once.
But now we've played, on the high school level. We've played some great games with Milan. And of course it's a friendly rivalry, but it's really good for both towns. It really is, because the stands are packed. It doesn't matter where you play. I mean, we're 7 miles away, a crow flies from them. And it doesn't matter if the game's here or there. The games are, the stands are going to be packed, and everybody's going to want to win it. And you remember that for the rest of your life growing up. As that year you beat Milan or the whatever. Of course, Milan's been an established powerhouse for so long in this area. And I think the year that South Gibson beat them kind of let everybody know that Medina had arrived.
Well, are you at the point now where this is no longer, because maybe at first it's like, man, we want to beat Big Brother. They cast a big shadow. It's a Big Brother, Little Brother. I mean, by now, and especially with the team you're fielding this year, now it's just let's put all our chips in the middle of the table, see who's got the best team.
Yeah, and Milan, Milan's got a, I've been accused of having a man crush on him. Whatever, it was a joke by my buddies, but I mean, Jeff Morris is a legend. He really is. And he gets the most out of his players every single year, and they go to the playoffs every single year, and they're going to put all the chips on the table just like South Gibson is to beat each other because nobody wants to lose. And, John, the man of millions himself, he took a little poll before we played Milan one year, and he just asked 10 or 12 people that were from Milan, that were Milan supporters, if you could pick one game on your roster, who would you beat to win, who would it be? You would think Humboldt or Huntington.
I would say Huntington. That would be my first thought.
Everybody said South Gibson.
Really?
Everybody. Well, I mean, think about it. We share a Walmart together. You have to see everybody. They all work together. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose.
No one should have to share a Walmart.
Well, back in the day, if you ask the fans from Milan, it'd be undoubtedly Humboldt. But I think Humboldt's beaten Milan once in 25 years. Then, if you asked him 10 years ago, would undoubtedly be Huntington. Well, and then that rivalry still stayed strong. Last year was 60-plus points Milan put on Huntington. This year, Huntington won convincingly in Huntington. Now, Milan has beaten South Gibson every year but one, but as Stephen pointed out, there's been a lot of close games.
There was a lot of close games. The year that we had a player named Aaron Reed caught a ball right down here on the corner of this end zone, and I still say to this day that it was a catch. They both caught the ball, and I don't know if the tie goes to the runner, but both Aaron and the corner caught the ball with no time left on the clock, and they called the pass. They called the pass incomplete, and that's one of them. And there's been a couple other games. Now there have been blowouts, by Milan as well. I mean, last year they won. It was 50-something to
a whole lot to a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Milan's been around a long time, and they've been playing ball at a high level for a really long time. But I'm ready to line up and watch the middle school play for the championship. And they changed the rule this year. I've had several people asking me, why are we hosting the bowl game again? Well, when the Gibson County Middle School Athletic Association, that includes Crockett County, I know that's a mouthful, was formed back 7-8 years ago. They said the bowl game would move from school to school to school in rotation. But you did that, you're going to have the host school, which is going to have to get concession workers and gate workers and all that stuff. And they just changed it because a lot of schools didn't want to host it if they weren't playing in it. So they just said if you win the region, you host the bowl game.
And that was the thing to do. Advanced, and Medina's really responded. This is last year and again this year hosting it. Now the captains will meet out of the 50-yard line for the coin toss. For Medina, the captain tonight, Gavin Wallace. He's an 8th grader, along with Nash Stidham. Nash, the son of head coach Scott Stidham, he's an 8th grader as well. Ty Stroberger. What is it? Stroberger. Ty is an 8th grader. And the final captain is Ross Crenshaw, an 8th grader for this Medina middle school team. Again, coached by Heath Moore, assisted by Barry Bray and Austin Moore. Medina Middle School, who won the region. That's why they're hosting again this year.
That's correct.
For Milan, the Bulldogs, head coach Kevin Nelson.
Number 52, Gavin Wallace.
Look at the rest of the coaching staff. Captains from Milan tonight. They go number 29. Hey, number 29, A.J. Baum. He looks like a star, I don't know. He looks like he passes the eye test, in other words. And the other captain is Hudson Hooker. Milan wins the toss, and they've elected to receive tonight. So there you go.
Hudson Hooker.
And I don't know, but A.J. Barham looks like someone who may have an impact on tonight's game for Milan.
Well, I wouldn't. You can never tell with Look Fest, but when they go out to the captains, I mean, when they're out there for the coin toss, that means they're usually a pretty special football player on their team.
2017 middle school
Not only that,
bowl game.
just looking the part of a football player, A.J. Barham. And Milan's got a lot of players in his middle school football, too.
Milan Bulldogs.
Right, Bill?
Right, Dan. That's right, Dan.
That's why he was the best analyst in the business.
Dan.
So here we go. We'll take a 4-minute break for the moment of silence and the national anthem on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Another score for the South Gibson Hornets and Donna Robbins Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the hometown pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's hometown pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South, as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District, as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. For all of your termite pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues, bedbug, flea, tick, ants, spiders, wasp, or just about anything else, call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Well, here we go. Medina versus Milan, the middle school football championship game, live from Medina, Tennessee. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Stephen Rich and Seabass. Michael Osborne making things happen. You can watch tonight's game at WNWS.com. Just log on to the South Gibson page at the bottom of the front page at WNWS.com. Is that Ross Crenshaw kicking off? I can't make that number out. Ross Crenshaw goes toe to leather, and an end-over-end ground ball that's loose on the field, covered by Milan at the Bulldog 34-yard line. View that was dangerous. That was maybe not an onside kick that was planned, but it turned out to be one of the better onside kicks in Medina, and you had a chance to recover.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, hats off to your middle school man crush, number 29, A.J. Barham, with that recovery.
Middle school man crush. And we're glad to report that not one player on either team took a knee during the national anthem. I love the national anthem, but it's never better than when it's from a high school or a middle school band. They did a great job at the Medina Middle School with that national anthem, didn't they, fellas?
Yeah, boy, that percussion was rocking, wasn't it?
They marked the ball from Milan to start at their own 35-yard line. They go I formation with two wide receivers here on the near side, moving right to left. It's a handoff working left side. From the 35 out to the 37, Parham with a pickup of 2 yards. Took the handoff from quarterback Hudson Hooker. So it's a couple of yards from Milan on first down as we are underway in the championship game.
Oh, a nice dive off left tackle. You'll take 3-4 yards on first down. Barham with a nice, powerful run.
Milan head coach Kevin Nelson, assisted by Matt Dunnigan and Chris Todd. The Medina head coach, as we mentioned, Heath Moore. Heath is assisted by Barry Bray and Austin Moore. These are two big middle school teams, Stephen.
Yeah, they sure are.
Nice
a lot of numbers.
Hudson Hooker, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, goes under center with the I formation, twin receivers here near side. They'll hand it off again, this time working right side, fighting through a tackle or two out to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of a couple of yards. It'll bring up third down and 5 for Milan.
Well, it's just physical football so far, and right now, and running into the 8 men in that box right there. You know, we don't really see that a whole lot on the high school level, but 8 in the box right there, and even the defensive backs aren't far from it.
Is that the way it typically goes, middle school, Stephen? Don't respect the pass, just play the run.
You don't see a whole lot of passing in middle school. You know, in general, you don't see you're going to see them line up and go for it on fourth down if they don't convert it right here, I would imagine.
This time, twin receivers, far side. Third down and 5. Play action is Hooker, back to throw. Here comes the pressure, and down goes Hooker. Back in near the original line of scrimmage, near the 35-yard line. He's tackled at the 36. Mosley on the quarterback sack, and Milan goes 3 and out.
Well, and Sam Brantley did a great job. He didn't initially end up getting the tackle, but he brought in the initial pressure that forced the quarterback to step up into the pocket and right into that pressure. By the way, one other note, it's a little bit different for middle school games, 8-minute quarters, not 12.
Right, and let me add to that a little bit. I know they're lining up the punt here. Logan Mosley, that kid is tough. He's really, really tough. He's big and mean.
Ross Crenshaw standing back at his own 36, awaiting the punch. And we got flags. The puncher from Milan may be the biggest punter I've ever seen on any level. That's Jalen Walker. Jalen, quite an athlete, plays. He's a lineman that also punts Butte.
Yeah, oh, believe me. Hey, junior high, your boy right over here, 76, and was also the punter in middle school. You know who our varsity punter was?
Everybody knows who the varsity punter for Kingsbury.
Shaggy had a monster right leg.
So after the 5-yard mark off, Walker hits it off the side of his foot. That one's not going to travel very far. He does get a roll out of it as it angles toward the sideline and dies at the Bulldog 48-yard line. So Medina with great starting field position with 5:21 left in the first quarter. We're scoreless in a middle school championship game. Live from South Gibson High School, presented in part by Lashley Rich. Lashley Rich. Well, that's a name been around a long time, for generations. Founded back in 1940 by T.O. Lashley over in Humboldt.
And, you know, Dan, I want to tell you and Bass both, I appreciate you guys coming out and doing another game. I know y'all were here last year, but I know it means a lot to these kids having y'all out here.
Well, you made it happen, Stephen. Here's Medina with that unorthodox offense, with Mr. Smith taking a snap from the shotgun position. He'll hand it off with room from the 48 inside the 45 and down near the 40-yard line is Nash Stidham taking that snap from Chris Smith's son, Parker Smith, who's the quarterback.
Well, straight drive, just power football off the right tackle. But let me ask you something, Stephen, because last year we saw this with Medina. They would have a one wide receiver sit and send them all the way out near the sideline. Is that what they do basically on every snap? Is he just a decoy for the most part?
Yeah. Well, they will throw it to him. Or they have in the past.
Second down and right at 3. Just outside the Milan 40. Smith keeps it this time, and he'll go down. He'll lose about a yard on the play. Milan ran it beautifully. The outstanding quarterback from Medina, Parker Smith, the 8th grader, called his own number to be 4th down. And let's call it 3 from the Milan 41-yard line. Well, it's closer to 4 yards as they mark Parker down at the 42-yard line, and Medina will need to reach the Milan 38 for the first down.
And that was, by the way, big number 76 who also punted, Jalen Walker. The 3 technique on the left side of that Milan defense in a 5-man front.
Blake Roberts split out far left side. Here's a handoff. Working right side, picking his way along the line of scrimmage and diving inside the 40. Down near that first down marker. Going to be a yard or so shy of that first down. On the carry for Medina this time was Ty. And tell me again how to pronounce that name. Stroberger. Is that right?
It's a mouthful. Yes, sir. 4th down and short.
So Ty Stroberger on the carry. About a half-yard shy of that first down pass, and no hesitation from Coach Heath Moore. The Hornets will go for it.
So is that about the confidence in their line, or they just don't do a lot of punting on this level either?
Well, they don't do a whole lot of punting on this level. And, they're going to line up and go for it. I guarantee you.
4th down and half a yard. This time Crenshaw takes the direct snap. He'll run it. Has the first down as he spun down at the Bulldog 36-yard line. Crenshaw needed a half yard. He picks up 3 and a Hornet first down.
Well, I like that. He faked the play first to the short side, then cut back with the flow, but there was a crease right there over the A-gap. He found it and picked up just enough to get it done.
I guess, Stephen, they call that the Wild Hornet, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. The Wild Hornet. I like that.
Well, the center for Medina is a big guy, Landon Black, an 8th grader. Great-looking athlete, isn't he?
He's got an older brother named Ryan, and I'm pretty sure he can whoop him. Ryan's our starting center for the high school.
Back to Crenshaw, the Wildcat. He'll throw out of it. Got a man open and incomplete at the Bulldog 25. Maybe a little bit high to go incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as that stops the clock with 2 minutes and 38 ticks left. In the opening quarter, we're scoreless. Milan went 3 and out of the game's opening possession. The Hornets took over at the Bulldog 48. They picked up a first down. Now they face 2nd down and 10 from the Milan 36-yard line. Big crowd here tonight, fellas.
It sure is.
It's nice.
It's always a carnival atmosphere when we come over here.
Really is.
Milan brought a good crowd as well.
Parker Smith back in there at the QB position. Out of the shotgun, he'll take the snap. Moving to his left, looking downfield. In trouble, now he'll run it. Parker to the 35, along the sideline, and outside the numbers to the 30. It dances out of bounds at the Bulldog 27. Parker Smith has 11. It has a Hornet first down. A nice play by Parker Smith, staying calm, View. In the face of heavy pressure, it picks up a first down.
Yeah, that outside backer's got to make sure to set that edge, make sure to force everything back in time, and they were able to bounce it back out and pick up a big gain.
Looking like Chris Smith back there, huh?
He certainly got his athletic ability from his mama.
I think so. What's her name?
Kelly.
Kelly Smith.
Yeah, fantastic.
Chris
She's fantastic.
Kelly Smith. Smith in that shotgun takes the snap. This time moves to his right. Fires underneath, has his man complete. Out of the backfield, breaking a tackle 20 to the 15, dragging Bulldogs down to the 11, and another Hornet first down. That's nasty. He picks up 16, and he picks up a Hornet first down. In the red zone, the Hornets on the opening drive.
Yeah, it was just a nice little play, faking the block out of the backfield, release clean. Nobody went with him. Nice little pitch there from the quarterback, and then, of course, Stidham does the rest, breaking a couple of tackles, setting him up nice.
Boy, Stephen, I really like Parker Smith, the QB. He puts it in a place and makes it a really easy catch for his running back to make that run after the catch.
Parker's got a nice touch on the ball. He's completed some big passes, and we know Coach Moore's teams are typically not a passing team. They've thrown the ball more this year than they ever have.
1st and 10 from the 11. It's mixed direction in the backfield from the 11 inside the 10 and tackled near the 8-yard line. On the carry this time from Medina, Ty Stroberger. Is Medina using several different players to handle the football for you here in the opening drive.
Yeah, you're right. Can't really focus on any one particular play, though. Great job that time by the 8th grader from Milan, Jalen Cunningham, trailing the backside of that play. Boy, great lateral pursuit down the line of scrimmage. He was the backside tackle.
This offense at Medina runs misdirection, and they execute brilliantly.
They are, and quite honestly, this isn't their base offense. They don't run out of this normally. They normally run out of a really tight formation and under center.
Parker Smith goes shotgun, splits one wide receiver out far left side. Here's Parker rolling that way. Now throwing back across his body into the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He'll attempt to run it out from 8 yards deep. Out to the 5, down the sideline to the 10, to the 15, out to the 20 before he's ushered out of bounds on the game's first big play. That's Keaton Johnson with the interception and the 22-yard return. Just like that, Milan turns Medina back with a minute and a second left in the first quarter. We're scoreless in the middle school championship game.
Maybe a little bit underthrown, but I feel like that was just really good coverage and great instincts by a young player and going up and snatching that ball and still making a decent return out of it.
Well, the quarterback, Parker Smith for Medina, played it well. He was rolling to his left, Steve, and at the last minute turned it through across his body. I think Bass is right. That was just a great defensive play.
The guy was in position and made a play on the ball. And it may have been a little underthrown, but not much. That was great defense. Good job, Bass.
So Milan, after the turnover, they have it 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Hudson Hooker, the quarterback. Baum, the tailback, with 2 wide receivers. This is Baum getting the call. Left side, not much there. Milan's going to have to figure out something other than the dive left or dive right, but that is even better line.
Well, I'll tell you what, and look, I've always been a big fan of the 53, usually a double eagle defense. That was an 8-man front that time, and with 2 of the backers right off the defensive tackle's rear ends. The only thing about that is look, there's no gaps there, but if your offensive line can get a little crease going right there, there's really not much there second level if you can get past the initial wall.
8-minute quarters in high school as Bass, or in middle school as Bass pointed out, so we're down to 29 seconds left. Here in the first quarter, second down and nearly 10 for Milan. They'll pitch it to Baum left side with room, this time cutting back to the 25 to the 30 and dragging a Hornet out near the 35-yard line. He'll have 12. He'll have the first Milan first down of the evening. That comes with 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
That's an outstanding run, cutting back against the flow, and that's the danger. That's the danger out there defensively. If you got a running back that finds that hole, cuts back, there's, like I said before the snap, not a lot there after that.
Baum's a good-looking running back in his team.
He sure is. He sure is. I wonder if his parents know that they're selling houses in Medina every day.
Stephen, calm down.
And you can share a Walmart.
He's the voice of the Hornets, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We're scoreless in the middle school championship game. From Medina on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite and pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. For all of your termite and pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues, bedbug, flea, tick, ants, spiders, wasp, or just about anything else, call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
After one quarter, we're scoreless here in the middle school championship football game. Dan Reeves, Seabass, and Stephen Rich with you from Medina. Milan and Medina, a rematch of last year's championship game. And Medina won right here at South Gibson High School. Big crowd on hand. Medina was threatening, but an interception in the end zone has Milan now with a 1st and 10 from their own 34. They'll hand it off to the fullback, and he's gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening there on the left side of that offensive line.
Man, it looked like a 7th grader, Isaac DeHaan, the right defensive tackle from that Milan, or excuse me, that Medina defense, just blowing that play up before it ever got going.
This game brought to you in part by Hometown Pharmacy, by Precision Auto Body, by Lashley Rich and Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. 7:30 left. We're in the second quarter. Scoreless, Milan, after a loss of 2, facing 2nd and 12 from their own 32. Right the center of the field, moving left to right on your dial. From the Bulldog 32-yard line, his hooker goes under center with the I formation. He'll pitch it left side. Here's Parham looking for the edge, breaking one tackle, but not the second as the flow catches up with him and dumps him at the line of scrimmage, or he may have lost another yard.
You know, I'm a fan of the toss sweep. I'm going to try the toss sweep until it freezes over, I can tell you that. But when you got linebackers like Sam Bramley playing the way he did and taking the perfect angle, and this is another one of those deals where he may not have got the tackle, but he forced everything in that particular play and allowed the rest of his team to get there and help him out.
Yeah, that swarming defense of the Hornets flowed right to him, Stephen, and brought him down.
It's a good-looking play right there by Brantley.
6:38 left before halftime. Scoreless. Milan now 3rd down and 15 from their own 29-yard line. Working from the left hash with Parham in the backfield. I formation, 2 running backs, or 2 wide receivers, I should say. They'll hand it to Parham, looking for the near edge, and he's not going to get there. He is caught in the backfield and swarmed under by a group of Hornets. There's a flag down in the field. Some laundry, and that's where that came from. That may be a face mask.
I think so. I just don't know who it's going to be on.
I think it's going to be against the offense, actually.
This could be on the offense.
Well, Steve, you saw him get a handful of Hornet face masks.
Yes, sir. That was Nash Stidham out there.
And you're right. It is face mask on Milan. You don't see that often on the offense. Medina will decline the penalty. Is that time on that series? Milan went in reverse. It'll be 4th down and 15. Or make it now 4th down at about 20 from the Milan 24-yard line after picking up 1 first down. Milan is forced to punt the ball. They had trouble on their first punt. Jalen Walker sent to punt it away to the ever-dangerous Ross Quinshaw standing at midfield. Wind starting to whip around, and Walker will be punting right into the teeth of this wind out of the south. It's a low snap. He has to dig it out, and the pressure gets it away. High, short punt is going to kick backwards with some backward English, and that one's going to be down at the Milan 29-yard line. So far, it's been a game of field position. And Medina's winning that battle. That punt, the net on it, 4 yards.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, not only was he into that wind, but good grief with the pressure. That snap was really low. There's a lot of pressure.
Walker did good, Steven, just to get that one out of there.
He did. You know, that's part of the reasons you don't see very many punts in middle school. You don't see them line up and kick PATs either.
That is
go for 2.
That's a long snap for an 8th grader, Bew, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, no question.
It's a tall order.
So Medina takes over after giving up 1 first down with 5:41 left in the second quarter from the Milan 29. As Crenshaw goes Wildcat again and takes the snap. He's under heavy duress, and it's nothing but purple in the backfield. Will throw Crenshaw for a loss.
Well, great penetration by the left side of that Milan defense. But I got to ask, I'm really having a hard time. I'm struggling with the concept of this receiver split literally out to the sideline. Well, I guess you're taking somebody out of the box. I understand that, but you're also removing one of yours as well. So,
well, that's true. And if you catch him sleeping where they don't cover him, he's wide open.
Well, remember they did that with Will Walker last year, and when Milan finally gave up on it, they busted Milan over the top with Walker making a big play.
So you're just basically hoping to catch him slipping every now and then.
Yes, sir.
It worked last year. As this time,
a little bit
Medina sends out Hunter Walsall. 2 wide receivers. Now 3 wide receivers. A man in motion right to left. Smith fumbles the snap, and he's under pressure and sacked all the way back at the 40-yard line, and a late flag comes out. That laundry's lying way back in the secondary. at the Milan 25-yard line. It's just some extracurricular happened back there, and I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was focusing on the tackle. There was 2 defenders and 1 Medina player. I think it might have been one of their wide receivers.
Well, let's see. No indication on who it's. The infraction will be caught on. Now it's a personal foul on Milan.
Foul against the Bulldogs.
And I got to tell you, I cut it out of the corner of my eye. A decline. There's no way there's going to be a decline. No.
What do you mean?
He must have pointed to the wrong team. If that's going to be decline.
Okay, then it.
Now they're going to mark it off.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, that was. These officials do a great job. Not much there. I don't think it warranted a flag. The block was happening in the secondary, and the Milan player went to throw him to the side and drew a flag.
Yeah, I would have. I would have literally ran out there on the field and said, "No, Milan accepts."
No, you mean Medina accepts. You can see Milan declining.
Yeah, excuse me.
So instead of third down and 30, it's second down, or the third down, I should say, and 13. And that's not right either. When they've got it marked, it's third down and about 6 from the Milan 25. So a big penalty there, break from Medina. Is Parker Smith goes shotgun with 1 running back. That's Nash Stidham, who's up. He is a load to get off his feet, I tell you that.
Dan, they're having the white hat wanted him to put 4:25 on the clock instead of 4:07, and so they're trying to get that adjusted in the box.
Resetting neck there, we got it. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Stephen Lynch picks up on even the smallest of details, and there it is. 4:25 back on the clock.
All right.
Third down, and officially they say 8. Smith in his shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stidham straight ahead inside the 25, and then turn back. He made it to the 24. He's going to be about 5 yards shy of that first down. It'll bring a 4th down and right at 5 yards.
Well, you saw something in the coin toss that you liked out of A.J. Barham. And I don't know if you got a hot tip, but it was right because he is everywhere on this ball.
But Stephen, I've never seen him before. He just looks, some people pass the eye test. He looks like a football player.
That's correct.
Some people don't, and use the example on the other end.
I don't pass the eye test?
No, you do, yes. First time I saw you, I said, there's the talk show host. Third down and 5. Medina from the Milan 24. Smith goes shotgun. Takes the snap. He works to his left. Under pressure. Looking, throwing downfield. Got a man open, but incomplete at the 21. And the reason why it was incomplete was because Smith had to throw it before he wanted to because of the pressure being applied by Jalen Cunningham. And Milan turns back. Medina, 2 excellent scoring chances for the Hornets pass. And they come up empty with 3:32 left before halftime.
Well, not yet. Let's see what happens here on 4th down.
Well, they had 4th down on the yard marker. So now they say that the yard marker's caught up with the scoreboard. This is 4th down. So that was 3rd down. I don't know who to believe anymore.
Believe me, I'm a talk show host.
Well, that's another reason not to believe. So now it's 4th down and 5 from the Bulldog 24. They go Wildcat with Crenshaw in the Wildcat formation. Milan with 8 players at the line of scrimmage. Crenshaw with student body right. Breaks 1 tackle, but not the second, as Crenshaw moves from the 24 down to the 21. But he's going to be short of the first down by a couple of yards. And now I feel fairly confident in saying Medina came up empty, view.
Not so fast, not just yeah.
It's 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was impressed to see just the concept period of twins to both sides with a jet sweep in motion out of the shotgun on the junior high level. Never seen that before. It didn't work out for him on that particular play, but just the ability to be in that formation at this age, pretty good.
Well, Stephen, Medina's really dictated the pace of this game. Milan only has 1 first down, but where it counts, we're still scoreless.
That's right. Where it counts, we're still scoreless.
3:25 left before halftime. Milan takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 22. Hudson Hooker under center with the I formation. Hooker in trouble in the backfield and dumped. Hooker barely handed that football off to Keaton Johnsonville before that Medina defensive front. They were in the backfield and nearly took the handoff from Hooker.
Yeah, and that was number 7, Ross Crenshaw, who nearly took that handoff. Now, I've never actually seen the other team take the handoff before, but that's about as close as I've been.
Boy, Stephen Crenshaw did. He almost took the handoff from Hooker.
Well, he came through the line. I think he was untouched. I do. I think he was untouched. So, I don't mind. Going to have to get that fixed up front.
The loss is 5 yards back to the 17. Milan's own 17. It's second down and 15. Hooker goes under center again. He'll hand it off to his fullback, and there is nothing there. That front wall of the Hornets just chewing Milan's offensive line up. At the point of contact, Landon Black and company, the 8th grader, and Milan now facing a third down and long.
Well, I think the difference here, guys, is at least right now at this point, Medina simply does not respect Milan's ability to throw the football. And so they're just loading it up, and especially anything in between in the box. They said, we feel comfortable we can win here. We got the numbers.
And Medina still has all 3 of their timeouts and the wind to their back if they could stop Milan here. Third down and 15. Milan from their own 17. They'll hand it off. Working right side, got him in the backfield and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage back to the 10-yard line. That's a loss of 5 yards. It'll be 4th down and forever, and Milan will have to punt into the wind here with 1:39 left. And now for Milan, or for Medina, they have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, and that was Nash Stidham off the left edge of that defense. And I would say an edge rush, but it wasn't really a rush. He just, as soon as the ball was snapped in the outfield, he came right off right tackle, and there was no one there to block him.
I think we have a timeout, Milan.
Now, Milan burns the timeout. Boy, I like coming here to Medina. Steve? We think Stephen Rich, he worked hard to make this happen. He really did. Come by and see Stephen. It's Wireless Dimensions in Old Hickory Mall. I got to tell you, Stephen's a hard-working guy, got a great family. Stephen, what all can they find there at Wireless Dimensions in the Old Hickory Mall?
Man, I think we're going to change our name to Gossett Cell Phone Shop. You want it, we Gossett.
You
Gossett
do have
Cell
it.
Phone Shop.
That's true.
I'm just kidding. I say that joke all the time, but anything for your cell phone, man. You think about it, man. Your phone, $700, $800, $900. You do everything for your, you do everything from your phone. You bank from your phone. All your messages. Do everything on your phone now. And doesn't it make sense to keep it protected?
It absolutely does, Stephen.
Tempered glass for the front, cases for and chargers.
And the charger cable I got from you is, what's the length of that cable?
10 foot.
10 feet, folks. It will change your life in Wireless Dimensions in the Old Hickory Mall. Right. After the timeout, Milan going to punt it away. Walker again, this time from his own goal line. He'll have to punt it right into a strong way. Good snap this time, but penalty flags are out, Bass. And so Walker, illegal procedure, will have Walker punting from inside his own end zone into that wind, and Medina, Seabass still has all 3 of their timeouts.
Well, he's going to have to channel his inner Ray Guy right here, boys.
Stephen, do you remember Ray Guy?
Absolutely. What are you talking? He's still alive.
He was elected into the Hall of Fame a couple years ago. Yep. Huge personality.
Not in Federators. Here's Walker.
Was he the first person to ever beat? Go ahead.
There is in line. Walker gets a good snap and boots it out of there. His best punt of the night gets over to Crenshaw's head. It'll roll and roll across the 35, across the 40, and touchdown at the Bulldog 44-yard line. Bass, that's a punt of 40 yards with no return when Milan needed Walker to channel, just like you said, his inner Ray Guy. Walker does.
And Marv, I'll tell you what, not only was that to the teeth of a stiff wind, he did a good thing and kept it low. You get that punt high right there, it's going to go. It may go through the uprights.
That's right. So, Stephen Walker, big play here, the punter from Milan.
That's the 3rd punt of the night. I mean, I think he octupled his punt total with that one punt.
His last one before this one was a net of 4 yards. That one traveled 36 yards further than his second punt of the night. But still, Medina with great starting field position at the Bulldog 44 at 1:03 left on the clock. Crenshaw will take the shotgun snap and roll to his left. Looking downfield and throwing underneath, caught. And hammered down at the 41-yard line. That pass collected in stride by Nash Stidham. And Stidham was hammered after a gain of a couple at the 41-yard line. Timeout. Hornets will take the timeout with him with 44 seconds left before halftime. Scoreless on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Another score for the South Gibson Hornets in Donna Robbins' Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the Hometown Pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's Hometown Pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
This middle school championship game being presented by Hometown Pharmacy, by Precision Auto Body, by Lashley Rich in Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company, and that is Bass Lightning in your peripheral that you see. Checking the Doppler weather radar because I never leave home without it. We may have to find some tarp for the equipment. Holy, we're on top of the press box. Just off to our west, moving this way. Second down and 7 from the Milan 41. Crenshaw again goes Wildcat. He'll take the snap and roll to his left. He's going to run this football on the near side, on the short side of the field from the 41. He'll tiptoe down the sideline before he's ushered out of bounds at the Milan 37-yard line, about 2 yards shy of the first down. Timeout Medina. We'll take this one with him. Scoreless with 32 seconds left in the first half on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Well, that pass from Crenshaw just was over the outstretched arms at the 5-yard line. Was that Ty Strohberger again, or the intended receiver? That one got up, had the wind that caught it. That would have been a touchdown. Strohberger had gotten behind his secondary, much like Georgia and Florida did the Tennessee ball secondary.
Well, he flipped that bad boy 40 yards. And I get that there's a stiff wind. I get all that, but this is 8th grade. 40 yards is a long way to go.
Effortless, too, Stephen, with that pass.
All right, with 25 seconds left here and 4th down. It's going to be a big call right here.
4th down and 3.
Out of field goal range.
At the Milan 37-yard line. Behind a stiff wind, Parker Smith back in at QB. Trips to the far side, to Parker's right. Parker rolls that way, looking downfield. He'll dump it underneath to Stidham. Stidham breaks a tackle 30, down the sideline 25, runs over a tackle at the 20, and finally his somersaulted down in the red zone. They'll mark Stidham near the 16-yard line at a Medina first down on a great play call because Medina Bass still has a timeout left. This will give them a couple of shots at the end zone if they want it.
Yeah, but Stidham, who delivered the contact on that play, come up a little bit, he's limping a little bit. Let's see if he's coming off the field. Looks like it. Boy, he delivered a shot to the defender, though.
Oh, he did. He's a tough kid, isn't he, Stephen?
Hey, very tough kid. Great football player. I think it runs in the family.
I think so. His dad, Scott Stidham, the head coach for the South Gibson High School Hornets. What a run he's had here in Medina. 1st and 10. Hornets from the Bulldog. 17 ticks left in the first half. Trent wide receivers, and that's where Smith rolls. Looking, firing across the middle, and this one is broken up in the end zone and incomplete. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. That was 3 yards deep, broken up by Keaton Johnson. But that was a bullet from Parker Smith into the end zone back.
Well, but you're right about Keaton Johnson stepping into that play right there, breaking it up. Perfect timing just as the ball got there. But because you're right, that would have been a strike for a touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, he did a great job getting up and going up and getting that ball and knocking that off.
Yes, he did.
He made a great play. I'm kind of out of my element here, not doing the play-by-play.
It's an adjustment, isn't it, Steven? Yes, it is. But you're doing a great job. Stevenson. Well, he's at the 20. He's at the 10. Here's Medina now. 2nd down and 10 with 11 seconds left before halftime for the Milan 17. Smith takes the shotgun snap this time, rolls to his left. He's hit as he throws, and it goes incomplete at the 5. And Parker Smith didn't have a chance on that one. And he's shaken up. Mass, he was hit hard as he released that football. He makes his way back to his feet.
Well, and Jalen Cunningham has really been making a name for himself defensively along that line. He's been wrecking backfields, making big plays all night long. He and Baum both are really good players.
We have a timeout by Medina. That's 6.4 seconds left here, and I like to see what Coach Moore's got up his sleeve right here.
I tell you, I like Parker Smith at quarterback, and I also like Ross Crenshaw to that Wildcat, but Parker Smith, this guy looks like he's got the potential to be a really good quarterback on the high school level.
Crenshaw flicks it 40 yards. Again, I understand there's wind there, but like I said, 40 yards is now I'm 45 and you're not, but you know what? Going down there, throw you a 40-yard pass, you're going to feel it, my brother. I can tell you right now.
Oh, you're right. I'm in great shape.
You are in
great
shape.
And you would feel it.
I didn't put your age out there.
I care. We're both in our 40s, man. Grow up, you.
Now, you told me you were 29 on the air for the first 15 years we did the show. I was just trying to be
That
a good
wasn't
friend.
about you. It was about me being single in Jackson. Man, Are you that really? Come on. Don't be a, moron. I know how President Trump feels dealing with Rex Tillerson now.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's take an IQ test.
3rd down and 10. Here's Smith rolling to his left. Plenty of time this time. Parker fires. End zone, and it's incomplete. In the back corner of the end zone, and Smith launched that one on a rope from 35 yards and nearly hit him perfectly. I think the wind had something to do with that one as well, Bass, and that was a beautiful spiral from Parker Smith on the last play of the first half. Goes incomplete.
I guarantee you, Scott Stidham's watching this guy. I got me a quarterback.
I know it, man. He looks great. I know Chris and Kelly enjoy watching him play as the thunder rolls in the distance behind us here. I'm not scared of lightning, but thunder really shakes me up.
Well, you know what they say about what you need to do when you're scared.
I'm not getting in your pocket with all that lint and
plenty of room.
Residue. This game is being presented by Precision Auto Body.
Because there's a lot of money,
Precision Auto Body, 146 Milan Highway. Customer satisfaction, I'm telling you, years of experience, the finest in service and quality repairs. Proudly, they work with insurance companies as well. Precision Auto Body helping bring you this game. By Hometown Pharmacy of Medina, Donna and Company, 609 Highway 45 bypass in Medina. Another great business, family-owned business, Hometown Pharmacy of Medina. Also, yes?
Yeah, I was just saying, can I add to that about Miss Donna and how fantastic Miss Donna is?
She's awesome.
She's one of the sponsors also for our high school team, and she's been our founding sponsor, really. I mean, she's our lead sponsor. She just does an absolutely bang-up job.
Well, Stephen, she really gives back to her community.
Absolutely. She's a big part of the reason we're here tonight.
Absolutely. Donna with Hometown Pharmacy. By Lashley Rich. Boy, I talked with Greer the other day. What a great company that is. Another family business founded back in 1940 by T.O. Lashley. T.O. Ashley is 80 years old and still active in the business. They manage primarily educational, detention, religious, and industrial construction projects throughout the Mid-South over in Humboldt, Tennessee, and they are really supporters of South Gibson County Elementary School. They're building that school, Lashley Rich, and they support all the Gibson County Special School District. That's Lashley Rich over at Humboldt, 1100 East Main Street. By Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company, another great local family business. Just excellence when it comes to termite, pest control, killing termites, killing pests, and the free home inspection where they really offer you a great opportunity, folks. Don't take that lightly. It's the free home inspection with no strings attached. They check for termites, for pests. They go in your attic to make sure you're properly insulated. They go into your house, make sure there's no moisture, no problem there. So don't take that lightly. That's a great invitation to find out if you've got problems. If you do, they'll take care of it for you. If not, they'll say, man, it looks great. Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company, 660-1052. That's 660-1052. We'll take a 4-minute timeout to our stations on down the line and across North America.
Position 6.
Position 6 on your dial. Position 6 on your dial. And west of the Rockies, it's position 3, I believe you, isn't it? West of the Rockies. And in Canada, position 46A in Canada. We'll be right back here. Scoreless Middle School Championship game, Medina in Milan. Scoreless on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
It's another score for the South Gibson Hornets and Donna Robbins Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the hometown pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's hometown pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. For all of your termite pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues, bedbug, flea, tick, ants, spiders, wasp, or just about anything else, call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
about 4 minutes away from the start of third quarter action. And at the half, there is no score between Medina and Milan here in middle school football on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM. My man Stephen Rich is here with me. Rich, what'd you see in the first half? I thought that Danny was right. I thought that Medina controlled the pace of this game, but they haven't been able to cash in.
Let me jump in just a minute, Bass, because of the threatening weather.
Okay.
We're going to have to make an executive decision here if we should move down, because I understand a soccer match at USA is under a lightning delay right now. So, yeah, it's starting to lightning here. So we're going to send it back to the studio for a few minutes, and we're going to have to run on top of the press box, and we'll break down the equipment and go inside the press box and set it up again. Now, believe me, this is not something we want to do because it involves a lot of manual labor. So with us doing this, let you know that there's lightning just back to our west. Bass caught it under his peripheral vision. There's nobody circles your peripheral vision wagons like sea bass. And he saw it first. I give him credit for that.
I wasn't even looking that direction.
He wasn't even looking that direction, Stephen. He's not done much tonight,
If
but
we're
he
going to
did
pack it
notice.
up, we need to do it.
Yeah, we need that. So we'll send it, Dan. We'll send it to you till you hear back from us. We're at halftime, scoreless. Dan will be in touch with you. We're going to have to move inside the press box on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South, as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District, as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
It's another score for the South Gibson Hornets in Donna Robbins' Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the Hometown Pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's Hometown Pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle.
Hey, Dan.
You own your insurance.
Hey, Dan, bring us back after this. We got a few more minutes to start.
Repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number.
No problem,
Don't
sir.
be steered in the wrong
Thanks,
direction.
Dan.
Call Precision Auto Body. 783-0075.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite
Now
Pest
just get into this
Living
break.
in West Tennessee,
Just
we
pot it
all
down
have a
and
need
I'll
for
take
termite
it.
pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot
They're
of
kicking
people
off,
out
so
there
just
who
pot the
will tell you
break
a lot
down.
of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home.
Back here with you, we threw Dan a curveball. It looks like we're going to ride it out for a minute because they're starting the game now. If the lightning gets close to us, they'll stop the game because of lightning, right, Steve?
Yes, sir. There's a siren over here at the park that goes off. You can't not hear it. So if we get a lightning delay,
That will alert us.
Then it's time to move.
Yes.
Because we're on this top of this metal press box.
I thought this was supposed to be moved out by this time.
Look at this. Mama's here. The lovely Mrs. Rich. Oh, boy. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Here's Milan kicking off to start the second half. It's a low-line driver that's scooped up and covered at the Medina 37-yard line. As Walker, the punter, also kicks off. So after a scoreless first half, and Bass, Medina had their chances in the red zone twice, coming up empty. We're scoreless as we begin the second half of the middle school championship game, Milan and Medina.
Yeah, and they'll have Medina will have the wind at their backs here in the third quarter. So if they're going to get this passing game going, you would think this was the quarter that we'll see it.
Stephen, your thoughts in the first half?
Well, it's a little sloppy football. The turnovers by Medina, that's not normal. And a little bit different offensive formation.
And here looks like their base offense. They'll pitch it right side and move, crossing the 40, out near the 45-yard line before he's tripped up on the carry from Medina. Sam Brantley, and I believe that's the first time he's carried the ball tonight.
Yes, sir. And to go back to what I was just saying, I think Medina just played flat in the first half. They didn't act like they didn't want to be out here, and Milan took advantage of their opportunities that they had presented to them, and you have a tied ball game here, 0-0. Goose egg to goose egg.
Yep. An interception in the end zone by Milan View. Second down and 7. The gain, or second and 3. The gain was 7. On this unorthodox offense, back to the ground with Rowe, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. He gone, center of the field, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Medina, Sam Brantley. From 45 yards away. I'll make that, wait a minute, 55 yards away for the Hornet touchdown. 2 plays that covers 40, or make it 2 plays and 62 yards on the drive, and Medina hits pay dirt first.
And Landon Black, the center, busting open the middle of that Milan defense. I mean, you're not supposed to have an A-gap blast untouched in a stacked box like that. I hate that offense, but good grief, look what it does.
Now that offense,
I hate defending it.
The name of it is, and it's so hard to defend, Bill, what is this? Double wing?
You can call it that.
Back to the double wing. This is Crenshaw going for 2. He's snowed under. That's snuffed out. But the damage is done. With 7:09 left in the third quarter, our score, Medina 6, Milan nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South, as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District, as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
Well, we've been talking about lightning, and it just struck Sam Brantley. That was a beautiful 2-play drive that Brantley carried both times. It covered 62 yards. The final carry was 40-plus yards and a touchdown for Medina.
Boy, and they just busted through. And now, again, that's the danger when you stack boxes and lines like that. There's not much second-level help.
Well, it's an onside kickoff again. Then Milan gobbles up in midfield, so it'll be great starting field position. But this Milan offense tonight, it hasn't mattered where they've started. They only have 1 first down. My name's Dan Reeves along with Seabass and Stephen Rich. But Stephen, only 1 first down through 2 quarters for the Milan offense.
That's correct. And Milan's going to have to do something than running the die play. And I'd like to see them throw the football. They've obviously got some athletes over there. You saw one during the coin toss. I'd like to see him get the ball out to him in space, and instead of trying to run between the tackles.
I got AJ Barr.
And I saw some eye-bone formations in warm-ups from them, and they've basically gone strictly eye.
And Medina's been creative, big time, with about 5 players touching the football. Hooker under center with the I formation. Baum to tailback, 2 wide receivers, split far side. It's again to the fullback, and again nothing there for the fullback. He's gobbled up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I believe, let me get that number for you. I think that was 56. Yeah, that's the same young man that plays center. That's Landon Black, just swallowing that fullback dive up. But really, I mean, you're running into the teeth of a very good defensive line. Danny's right. You are going to have to mix it up.
And Stephen, no surprise at all. Medina's setting waiting points.
None whatsoever. And you would think that Milan would add a little something to their offense, but they have not.
This time the Bulldogs split Cameron Bailey out far left side. Hooker under center. He'll hand it off. They want to sweep it left side, looking for the edge, and they will not make it to the edge. They're caught in the backfield, back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 3. It'll bring up third down and long as Kylan Johnson wanted to sweep it to his left view, and there was no chance to get around left ear.
Yeah, I got to give Kylan Johnson a lot of credit. He kept those feet moving. He was working hard, but the pursuit was just fantastic, and the Hornet defense was coming in waves.
Dan, to add to Bass a little bit, Milan got away with one right there. There was a false start.
Right tackle. I saw that.
And they got away with one, no flag. So third down and long.
They did. Medina, chances are, would have declined it. They dumped him in the backfield. But Stephen is right on the money with that. Third down and 14. Milan at their own 45-yard line. Hooker under center with 2 wide receivers here near side. Play action, Hooker back throw. Fires downfield and incompletes. Put behind his intended receiver. That was Cameron Bailey, but that was well covered by the Hornets.
Well, Keaton Johnson, the fullback, did a great job of protecting his quarterback in pass pro. But you're right that when the quarterback threw the football, he didn't even see who he was throwing it to. He just turned and slung, hoping that his receiver was there, and it was great coverage. Lucky it wasn't picked.
These two teams defensively, it's a pretty good battle, but offensively, Stephen, Medina looks much crisper, and when it comes to execution, much better execution from my vantage point. Walker into punch for the 4th time tonight. A good snap and a good punch, but it's returnable. Crenshaw scoops it at the 30. Trying to beat 2 Bulldogs, working to the right side. He turns the corner at the 40. Down the sideline to the 45, and Crenshaw brings it back 16 yards as he's taken off his feet near midfield. Crenshaw showing his electric ability once again.
Yeah, and we're starting to see, guys, the size, depth, and talent is really starting to take over in this game. Medina, at least in my eyes, clearly the better football team. It's only 6-0 right now, and anything can happen, but they're really starting to enforce their will on this game.
Stephen, they kind of dictated in the first half. 2 trips to the red zone. They came up empty with an interception in the end zone, but their first drive tonight, in the second half, a touchdown. They get it back after a 3 and out, but still 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, they got back to doing what they do. And, it doesn't matter. They know what you're going to do. That's fine. Stop us.
The wing tee again from Medina. Parker Smith, he'll hand it off. This time Stidham with room, right up the middle. Stidham has the Milan 50, has the 50, into Milan territory to 45, and Stidham runs it on down the middle of the field before he's tackled at the Bulldog 38-yard line. He has 15 and a Hornet first down. That's Stidham on the carry.
I'm stacking that A gap right now, and I'm saying, look, I'm telling my guys, tackle this fullback every time on every single play, whether he has the football or not.
That's what you've got to do, right, Steve?
Well, how about the linemen for South Gibson getting up to the second level and executing the blocks? I saw a big number 55 right there, Logan Mosley up on the second level, just last play there.
Stephen, you're right. They're blocking 10 yards down the field, these offensive linemen. First and 10 from the Milan 38. Smith will hand it off again, straight up the middle with room. Inside the Milan 35 and tackled at the Bulldog 32. That's a gain of 6 yards. On the carry this time, Tyler Lambert, our buddy Chris's son. That's, I think, the 6th Hornet to carry the ball tonight. This team's deep, Buke.
Yeah, they are. And for me, again, I've watched on the last 2 or 3 plays. We've called his name a couple times tonight, but really, I've just been as impressed with Landon Black, the center, as I am anybody on this team right now. You won't hear his name a lot in a lot of games because he's the center, but when you get that type of a push in the A-gap, that's one of the biggest reasons why.
I take that back. That's Jenkins up there, Bass.
Jenkins!
That's Big Jenkins playing center.
Parker Smith goes under center, second down, and right at 4. He'll hand it off, sweeping left side. Has the 30, has the 25, spun out of bounds. Crenshaw is, and a late flag comes in. It's going to be a late hit out of bounds. That'll add on 15 more yards as Crenshaw had picked up his first down and was shoved out at the Bulldog 24. And then the laundry came in out of bounds.
Yeah, I didn't like that call. I mean, he checked up. There was no intent. They checked up and barely hit him.
But they'll add on 15 nonetheless to the end of the play. With 3:41 left in the third quarter, Stephen Medina marching again.
Medina's starting to look like Medina. I don't know what was going on in the first half, but they're starting to look like Medina now, running the ball well, executing. And I don't know what they just decided that they were going to run out of the wild horn or the spread to start the game, but they're looking pretty good right now.
Well, you always get the feeling that Heath Moore is working on something. Parker Smith under center, 1st and 10 for the Bulldog 11. He'll hand it off. Stidham with move. Has the 5. Stidham has the end zone. Touchdown, Medina. He ran in on the left side of that end zone. But there is some laundry at the 5. This one may come back, fellas.
Yeah, I can't imagine this being anything other than holding. I didn't see the hold, but at that position, there's no way it's anything else.
Well, Stephen was convinced it's holding, and it is. Holding on Medina will wipe that touchdown off the board, Steve.
I agree with Bass. I didn't see the hold either, but it's football. There's holding on every play. They can call it when they want to call it.
Is there?
Yes, there is.
I mean, I'll always hear people say that.
Yes, there is. And Bass, you should know that.
Yeah,
you were an offensive lineman. You're holding on every play.
Well, how it
if
says,
you grab a hold of anything, there's holding on every play. Yes, there is, Bass.
The old adage is,
you're an offensive lineman.
That's why I'm telling you. I just wasn't a holder.
Well, the old adage is you could call holding on every play, and you could. 1st and 15 at the 16. It's Stidham right up the middle. Has the 10. Moves over a linebacker.
Wow, what a run.
On down inside the 5 and is tackled at the 4-yard line. Stidham just bulldozing some linebackers and few defensive backs. I wouldn't want to take him on one-on-one.
No, and they're up playing stacked on run support, and it's not helping. It's not that Milan doesn't know what's coming. It's just that they can't do anything about it at this point.
Now Stidham. Scott Stidham's son is a player, isn't he, Steve?
Yes, sir, he is. He's got that twitch about him. It's, he makes dreams come true for football coaches.
Now, Medina can get a 1st down inside the 1-yard line. It's 2nd down and 3 from the 4. Parker Smith under center. He'll hand it off. Crenshaw tripped in the backfield, but keeps his feet, puts that hand down, and runs into the end zone for the touchdown. Ross Crenshaw from 4 yards away hits pay dirt, and Medina takes a 12-0 lead.
Boys, that was an impressive drive.
Yes, it was.
Impressive drive indeed.
And Crenshaw was tripped up in the backfield, Stephen, because of the penetration. He put that left hand down to regain his balance and then ran right into the end zone for the touchdown.
Looked really good. The hole opened up, and if he hadn't tripped, and I don't know if the line monster got him, if somebody stepped on him or what, he would have walked untouched into the end zone.
Well, he may have stepped on a line. It wasn't a bulldog. It may have been a lineman stepping on his foot. You're right, Steve.
All right.
Going for 2 is Medina. Parker Smith goes under center. He'll hand it off. Misdirection, and Milan snuffs that one out, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But with 2:47 remaining in the 3rd quarter, our new score, Medina 12 and Milan nothing. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 at WN at WS.com.
It's another score for the South Gibson Hornets and Donna Robbins Hometown Pharmacy. Located in the heart of downtown Medina on Main Street, the hometown pharmacists are dedicated to delivering the most attentive customer service and expert care you can find. Our pharmacy professionals live where you live, and we care deeply about making our community a healthier place. Medina's Hometown Pharmacy lives, loves, and supports the South Gibson Hornets. 783-0777.
Man, I tell you this, I don't want to make anyone mad here with the South Gibson or the Medina Hornets middle school team, but we've seen Heath Moore the last 2 years, the head coach of this Medina middle school team. His team executes like a high school team.
Yeah, he's got this thing rolling. There's no question about it.
Medina to kick off, leading 12-0. This is WNWS-FM in Jackson. Dan Reeves, Seabass, Stephen Rich.
Yay, yay.
Pleasure to have Stephen as Crenshaw hits that ground ball that leaps over the Milan front line and out of bounds. That should be a penalty.
No flag on
said, I don't think it touched a Bulldog. And now they are going to throw the flag. And a nice job of the officials. They conferenced to see if it hit a Bulldog before they threw the flag. And they said, no, I didn't see it hit a Bulldog. So the flag comes out. Kickoff traveled out of bounds. That's a nice job of the officiating crew, fellas.
It was. We're starting to see a few new players coming in for the Hornets, playing a little defense. Out there, number 85, Lake Lavorne, and number 12, the safety Austin Friend out there, a seventh grader.
Yeah, they don't lose any size. Milan declines that penalty. The kickoff went out of bounds at the Bulldog 37. I'll make it officially the 36-yard line. But now down 2 touchdowns. It's 12-0 as Milan goes the true I formation. They'll hand it off to the third man through, and he is contacted behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard back to the 35-yard line. That defensive line of Medina has been winning the battle in the trenches all night long.
Yeah, and in another lifetime, remember running up against this offense with Jack Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh's father, when he was the coach at Western. Now, they ran option out of, they'll call it the I-bone, with those 3 backs straight behind the quarterback like that, and it's usually in tighter formations, but you can't imagine the things that you can run out of this particular scheme. So many more than just a regular I. It's not even funny.
There's been a significant weather advisory issued for Madison County until 8:15. Back to the I formation. 2nd and 11. The tailback gets it, and he goes nowhere. There's just so much penetration by that Medina defensive front pass. Milan barely has time to hand the football off. That's how fast they penetrate that Milan backfield.
Yeah, the point of attack is the tail of this tail right now. They're winning it on both sides of the football, and really just absolutely nowhere for Milan to go offensively. Their only chance, I would say, is to get it outside, but they haven't been able to do that. Honestly, they're going to have to throw the football because they're not running it on this team.
No.
The offensive line for Milan, man, it's just, man, you got to put a helmet on somebody.
Yeah, the quarterback, Hooker, barely has time to hand it off. It's 3rd down and 14. Hooker under center. He'll go play action, back to throw, and he'll have to throw it early and incomplete because of the pressure applied by the Medina defensive front. Massey barely threw that ball out of there before he was hammered. Milan goes 3 and out again. It's 4th down and 14, and only one time tonight has Milan not gone 3 and out.
Yeah, it looked like Logan Mosley was leading the charge of about 8 or 9 different players that time for the Hornets. You had 9 players within a yard of the line of scrimmage right there.
5 possessions, 5 punts. The 5th punt coming from Walker. 1 first down this evening for the Bulldogs with 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Walker under pressure gets the punt out of there. It's a high, short punt that will die as it hits the ground at the Bulldog 47-yard line. That's a punt. Let's see, about 17 yards with no return. So Medina will start again on a short field view, and it's not as though this offense needs a short field. They've just dominated and dictated this entire second half. 58 seconds left, 3rd quarter, 12-0 Medina.
Yeah, we'll call that a punt officially, 14 yards. And you're right, they can play it conservative, but that's what's been working for them anyway. It's just A-gap blast after A-gap blast, and it's working.
Parker Smith under center with his double wing. He'll hand it off over right tackle this time with some room. From the 47, he'll fight inside the 45 and take it down at the 41. And that's a gain of 6 on first down for the Hornets.
2nd and 4.
On the carry, Micah Garner. And fellas, I believe that's the 6th Hornet to tote the mail tonight.
Yeah, they've been very liberal with their dispensing of the football.
And Stephen All, the running back that have carried the ball, looked really good.
Yeah, they sure do. Well, you got the line opening the hole up for them.
And an 8-man front for Milan. It doesn't matter. They run it right side with some room from the 42 inside the 40 and down to the 35-yard line before he's taken off his feet. That is Sam Brantley again picking up 9 yards and another Medina first down.
The 35-yard line.
Fresh set of downs to the Bulldog 35-yard line.
You know what makes that dangerous is they're just as apt. They can drop right back and pass out of that formation as well.
Yeah, with Parker Smith, he can bust you on that because he's a very skilled ball handler at quarterback.
Oh yeah, you got to have. If you don't have that, you can't run this offense.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see if Medina gets a playoff. They do. Stidham carries right side for a short gain, 1 maybe 2 yards, down to the 34-yard line, and that's the final play of the third quarter. After 3, it's Medina 12 and Milan nothing on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Living in West Tennessee, we all have a need for termite and pest control and the other services we provide. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you a lot of things. They will tell you that you need to spend thousands underneath your home for moisture and fungus protection. They will tell you that they are the only ones that have access to certain products. And frankly, that's just not true. Salespeople will say lots of things, but something they won't do is still be working in the industry when you have an issue. If you'd like to do business with a company who won't charge you thousands when it's not necessary, give us a call. If you would like to do business with a company who sees you as a value client, not a valuable commission check, give us a call. People may say lots of things, but there's just one company out there who you can still get in touch with 24 hours a day. Give us the opportunity to earn your business for all of your termite and pest control needs, moisture and fungus issues, bedbug, flea, tick, ants, spiders, wasp, or just about anything else. Call us 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
We begin the fourth quarter. Medina with the football. Second down and 8 for the Milan 34. Medina leads it 12-0. Parker Smith under center. He'll hand it off. Working left side in trouble. Giving ground at the 40. Now to the 38. Spinning out of a tackle to the 35. And brought down near the 31-yard line. That's going to end up being a gain of 3 yards. Ross Crenshaw with one of the more remarkable 3-yard gains that you'll ever see.
He should have lost about 6-7 yards. And he did that. You don't want to say somebody did it all on their own, but he did it all on his own.
What an athlete, Steve.
He is. He's a phenomenal athlete.
Because Milan played that one beautifully, and Crenshaw still picked up 3 yards.
I think he ran 20 yards to pick up 3.
He did. He gave up ground in the backfield, headed toward the sideline, spun out of a tackle, and picked up 3. Third down and 6 Medina from the Milan 31. 7:10 left. Fourth quarter, Medina moving left to right. Smith under center. Play action, Smith rolls right. Looks downfield, fires underneath. One-handed catch by Stidham, who's knocked off his feet at the 27-yard line. He'll be shy of that first down. Parham on the tackle. Stidham with a beautiful job. He snared that one with one hand. He needed 6. He picks up 3. It'll be 4th down and 3.
Well, Stidham's going to be a really good player on the high school level. And Jeff Morris, I guarantee you, knows who A.J. Barham is. Because he could probably play for him next year, to be honest with you.
Barham playing linebacker.
Well.
Played it well, Steve.
Well, all over the field.
I might line him up at center instead, to be honest with you.
What an athlete. Medina just such a big advantage with size on the line play. 4th down and 3. Smith under center. Here's Smith. He'll hand it off straight ahead. First down, spinning out of a tackle at the 25 and brought down at the 20-yard line. The workhorse here in the second half, Sam Bradley, needed 3, has 6, has a Medina first down as they move the chains with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
It's like the old Motown song said, remember this? Got to keep on pushing.
Well, that's what Bradley did. Once again, Steve.
I hope Bass doesn't quit his day job as the talk show host, brother. I love you.
He's not, but he needs to worry about his day job quitting him.
Go ahead. I got offers lined up everywhere.
Certainly not from Motown. 1st and 10. Stidham with a draw. Or not a draw, but a dive. Not much there. He's corralled at the line of scrimmage.
Guess who?
How about a young man by the name of A.J. Barham making the tackle?
Look good. Look real good.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide who the best football player on this field is. It might be him. I don't know. Could be a couple different guys from Medina. There's about 5 or 6 really, really gifted players on this field.
And most of them are on Medina's side of the field.
Most of them, yeah.
Second down and 9, just inside the red zone at the Bulldog 19. Parker Smith, he'll pitch it to Crenshaw left side. Cuts back against the green, and is somersaulted down as he dives to the 19. Dives to the 14. That's a 5-yard gain by Crenshaw.
At the great cutback, by the way, and good field vision, but at the risk of me sounding like a broken record, tackle made by. Anybody want to guess? And that was a heck of a tackle, too, coming back against the grain like that to wrap up a guy like that.
Crenshaw planted that foot, Stephen, and cut back against the grain as well as you'll see it done.
He's one of the kids that you call gifted, and like I said about Stidham, he's one of those kids that makes the coach's dreams come true.
3rd and 5, Medina from the Milan 14, leading 12-0. Parker Smith, he'll hand it off, some crisscross action with Boone. To the 10, to the 5, he gone, a touchdown Medina! This time, it's Ty Strobliger from 14 yards, a little misdirection in the backfield, and it all starts with the quarterback, Parker Smith, with his ball handling skills. Bass Milan don't even know where the football is half the time.
Well, B-gap offense, left side of that offensive line blowing a huge hole open right there as well. That certainly helps. And part of that defense, even to the second level, for there wasn't a purple jersey to be had.
3 possessions in the second half, 3 touchdowns for Medina. They'll go for 2 again. It's 18-0. Smith under center. At double wing action. And Smith, I think, was stepped on by a lineman as he was pulling out from under center and falls down. 2-point conversion, no good. 4:12 remaining, fourth quarter. Our new score, Medina 18, Milan nothing. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
The foundation for a great education starts in the classroom, but let's go even deeper than that. The firm of Lashley Rich has been managing the construction for education sites throughout the Mid-South as well as religious, detentional, and industrial projects. In business since 1940, Lashley Rich has been the construction managers for the Gibson County Special School District as well as building the new South Gibson County Elementary School in Medina. We understand the critical role education plays in our community. We are located in Humboldt at 1100 East Main Street. Call us anytime at 784-2461. That's Lashley Rich, 784-2461.
They're basking some Rockies, singing along to Rockies.
Yeah, that's what I like it. Went and converted him into a Hornet fan. Now he's singing Rocky Top.
Cursing that.
It's over here bouncing.
Cursing that song.
I don't even know the words.
Things and some stuff.
There's some stuff, and here's the kickoff by Crenshaw. It's just a ground ball coming up at the Milan 39-yard line. So, fellas, with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in this football game, it was scoreless at halftime. Even though it was scoreless at halftime, Medina had 2 trips inside the red zone. Milan only had 1 first down. Milan picked a Medina pass off in the end zone with a gorgeous play. 1 first down in the first half, none in the second half. Medina has 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. It's 18-0 Medina.
And for Milan, the problem is they don't have the ability to throw the football. They haven't been able to string anything out to the outside, and they're not winning it in between the tackles right now. So really, in all phases, they've been shut down. See, so for my money, I'm getting the ball in 29's hands. Now, he's going to be playing quarterback here. He's got to have the ball every time to me.
I agree. Barham is the quarterback. Barham will hand it off. And same result. A tackle behind the line of scrimmage. He hands that one off to Kylan Johnson. And to Kylan's defense, he had no chance because of the penetration.
Well, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, Reeves, but the play wasn't executed very well. They ran into each other in the backfield.
Well, Medina executing crisply. Milan is not, but a lot of that's because the offensive linemen are being shoved back into the backfield.
That has been the case a lot. It wasn't on them, but that has been the case a lot. And this is an offense that, if ran correctly, and that I don't like that, is precision. It's timing. Yep. It's everything. It can't be slowed down, and you can't have your linemen pushed in the backfield.
The loss was 1. It's second down and 11. Barham again is the new quarterback for Milan, under center with the I formation behind him. Barham with a high pitch, somehow corralled by Kylan, and he's dumped in the backfield. I mean, hammered down. He'll lose 3 yards, and I mean, he was absolutely hammered as Kylan Johnson took that high, lofting, rainbow-type pitch from Barham, and then was hammered.
That was a high. I don't think I've ever seen a pitch that high before on toss sweep.
Well, he's playing quarterback, Stephen, and he's out of position.
Well, you know, at the end of that play, you saw big Lake Lavorne came in and laid the wood to him. He's going to feel that in the morning.
That was a hard hit.
He will feel that in the morning.
3rd down and 14.
50-cent pizza and hamburgers.
Milan to the own 36. 50-cent pizza and hamburgers.
I got to go to bed.
Barham play action rolls right. Looking downfield, throws deep downfield, man open and caught in Medina territory as he falls at the Hornet 46-yard line. That is Hunter Lawson on the reception, and we see now that A.J. Barham does have the ability to throw the football. It's going to be too little, too late.
Yeah,
now with 2:23
that should
left.
have been before. That should have been the first snap of the game. That should have been the case the entire time. I mean, it just is a player like that. He just needs the football in his hand all the time.
He's that good of an athlete, Stephen Barham.
Yes, he is. When you can line him up at middle linebacker, quarterback, defensive end, he probably could play nose guard.
Well, wait till you're 3 touchdowns down with 4 minutes to go.
Here's Barham. He's going to sweep it left side. He's looking for that edge. Barham cuts back, has room, has the 40, has the 35. Barham runs over Hornets down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 15. That's a Bulldog first down. And again, Bass, we go back to the head with the fingers, and we scratch and wonder where this has been.
Well, and look, Medina's clearly the better football team. They were going to win, I would say, anyway. But this would be a completely different-looking football game had that been the case.
Because he did a lot of that, Stephen, on his own. Barham did.
Yes, he did. It was actually a good-looking play. He had 4 lead blockers out in front of him and a whole wall of purple. Looked good. Good-looking run there by Barham.
Milan with their 2 first downs in this drive. This is the best-looking drive of the evening. Barham goes under center. Barham will hand it off this time with room to the 25 and spun down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 7. That on the carry is Kylan Johnson at best. This one it does for Barham, causing trouble. It opens up opportunities for teammates.
And if you look out there, the personnel for Medina is still the same. It's the first unit still for the most part. Not all of it, but for the most part. So it's not like they brought the 3rd team in and he's doing all that. But look at your options, how many more options you have now that you have something you have to respect.
So Barham, with a minute left, 2nd and 4 from the Medina 24. And now you see Medina trying to gain an edge, jumping off sides.
Flag on the plate.
It is a dead ball. They call illegal procedure on Milan.
Oh, that was clearly Milan. Yeah, it was the middle back in that eye.
Oh, he drew him on. Okay.
Yeah, he fell forward.
So they'll mark off 5 yards. The clock will stop with 53 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. It's all Medina. It's 18-0 Hornets here in the middle school championship football game. Barham is sparked Milan on this drive as the new quarterback, but there's only 50 seconds remaining. Barham under center. He'll hand it off with room. Has the 25, bouncing outside of the 20, racing towards the sideline at the 15, breaking a tackle, cutting back inside and tackle near the 10-yard line. On the carry from Milan is Kylan Johnson. Things look a lot different again, Bass, because you've got to account for number 29 under center for Milan.
Yeah, because for the first 3 quarters, there's no reason to respect the pass. You can just run through it, just turn it, just throw it to the other side of the scrimmage, But now, you just saw Barham. His first pass was about a 25-yard attempt that was on the nose. And the rushing ability has been pretty impressive by and got to say, you got to give it up too to Kylan Johnson. He ran well here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and really, Stephen, Johnson didn't look good the first 3.5 quarters because he didn't have a chance because of the penetration of the Medina defense.
That's absolutely correct. And when you're getting hit as soon as you get the ball, or you take one step and there's a defender in your face, it's hard to do anything, And Milan obviously has the weapons and athletes, to be a really good football team.
And let's be honest here, Medina, so well coached, they don't miss many tackles. They wrap up, and when they at the point of attack on defense, they really bring it, Bass, and they wrap up.
Oh, they really do. Not only are they talented and big and fast, but they are extremely well coached. There's no, and I think it's for this level, they're just extremely well coached. Period.
All right, you've seen a whole line change here from Medina. The entire defense has changed here.
So 1st and 10 after the Milan timeout. It's 1st and goal from the 10. Barham's going to sweep it left side. Barham with some lead blockers. Barham to the 5. Dives in the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. But there's some laundry back at the 6-yard line, and this one will most likely come back.
Yeah.
Block in the back.
Block in the back.
Bulldogs.
On Milan. Wipe out the touchdown.
The shutout is still intact.
Still intact for the Hornets. Oh, boy.
Thankful to Mother Nature we were able to dodge that storm and get this game in.
Watching the favors in.
Watching the replay
Appreciate
here,
that.
That was 1 weak call by the official. At the last minute, the Medina defender turned his back to the lineman. What do you do with it? Do you call that? You just turn your back.
I don't know. I don't know.
I give the Medina defender credit for turning around. Barham will roll right, looking downfield. Looking, now he'll run it. Heads for the sideline, has the 10, has the 5. Bulls over a would-be tackler before he's brought down inside the 5. And Milan will burn the second of their 3 timeouts.
Timeout.
Is A.J. Barham. I think Bulldog fans, you're going to love this guy. You've got him for 4 years on the varsity level. And from Medina, you've got a great football whole team coming up to South Gibson, Stephen, for 4 years. Things look really good here.
Yeah, and the success of this is going to translate to the high school, and things are going to continue to build and get better here. And, proud of the Hornets. I'm very close to the program, and, and I coached a lot of these kids, a few years ago in 6th grade, and it's a small class. This is actually a small football team from Medina. They normally have 65 kids. It's not uncommon. This is actually a really small class. So let's see if they can boulder back here and get a stop right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. Milan knocking on the door. Here's Barham going to keep it and going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. A.J. Barham, who was inserted at quarterback on this drive view, and Milan has quadrupled their offensive output on this one drive. They picked up 4 first downs. They only had 1 for the entire game before this drive, before Barham was inserted.
Yeah, that may have been a negative yardage before this.
I would say probably so.
Several big plays, no pass completions. So, and no other big running plays, but that ain't the case now. And it's like I said at the coin toss. I looked at 29 and I said, A.J. Barham is something special.
You did. You echoed my sentiments, didn't you? Milan's going to go for 2. That I formation, Barham under center. Barham, he'll hand it off. They sweep it right side and easily into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's Keaton Johnson. So with 9 seconds left, it's 18-8. Medina on their way to back-to-back. How many have they won in a row, Steve?
If they can pull this out.
I feel pretty comfortable.
If they can pull this out, this is the 7th year, this is the 8th year that the Gibson County Middle School Athletic Association, that includes Crockett County, has had their bowl game, and Medina has played in every single one of them and won the last 7.
Wow.
They lost to Humboldt in the very first one, 26-20.
So they're the best team then.
Well, Stephen has Heath Moore. How long has he been the head coach here for Medina Middle?
Man, don't get me to line. A long time.
I tell you, sometimes coaches want to stay where they're at, but if this guy wants to be a head coach at a high school level, I think I would give him a strong look, Bass.
Well, if you'd like to make it out of Medina, I wouldn't say that anymore.
It's true, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's true. It's 100% true.
I mean, a good or a great football coach is great on any level, whether it's middle, high school, college, NFL.
It's all different, but it's all the same.
Yes, it is. Onside kick covered up by Medina at the 47-yard line.
Who else? Number 55, Mr. my man, number 55 right there, Logan Mosley. Big Mosley in there to recover that. Looked good, man.
This game presented by Precision Auto Body. Auto Body Shop, 146 Milan Highway. Customer satisfaction. You'll receive the finest in service and quality and repairs that you'll find anywhere in North America. Precision Auto Body. Also presented by Lashley Rich. Talked with Greer Lashley the other day. What a tremendous family-owned business. Founded in 1940 by Greer's grandfather, Dr. T.O. Lashley. And T.O. Lashley, 80 years old, still active in the business. They manage primarily educational, detention, religious, and industrial construction projects throughout the Mid-South. And they're building the brand new Medina Elementary School, which will be open in the fall of 2018. Lashley Rich, supporting all the schools in the Gibson County Special School District. Over at Humboldt on Main Street, we thank Lashley Rich. We also thank Donna and all the fine folks at Hometown Pharmacy in Medina. 609 Highway 45 bypass in Medina, 7830777. Pharmacy, drugstore, Hometown Pharmacy of Medina. By Southeastern Termite, Pest Control and Service Company. Wow, what a family-owned business that is. In the free home inspection by Southeastern Termite. They check for termites, for pests. They go under your house, check for termites and fungus and all that nasty stuff that could be there. It could be inside your house. They check for all that. They even go in your attic to make sure you're properly insulated. They check the R factor. 660-1052, 660-1052. Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. Well, I mean, we timed it perfectly. It's beginning to look a lot like rain. So we're going to say goodbye from Medina. Our thanks to Dan DiFilippo. What a job there, guy. Producing and directing on thanks to Michael Osborne. Stephen Rich, thank you, brother. Great job by you to put this together, Stephen. Thank you, Steve.
Yes, sir. Congratulations to the Hornets on winning. These kids work hard. Congratulations to these kids for winning the bowl game, winning the district again. And looking forward to everybody tune in right here at WNWS.com. Friday night, we will go live at 6 o'clock versus Covington. And let me tell you what, there is a ton on the line for this game. I know it's probably not the biggest game in the region, but it's the biggest game in Gibson County.
Huge.
And there's going to be some heads hold right here Friday night.
Friday night, Stephen Ritz and Tommy McClain. Seabastian joined it as always, my friend.
Deuces Holmes.
My name's Dan Reeves. Good night from Medina. We're Medina Middle School champions again. 18-8, the final score over Milan. So long till tomorrow at 11.